It's a Paquito! It's a Paquito!
We were talking about this earlier too.
Oh.
You can actually bring Paquito back in this meta.
Alright,
But-
match point, they
Welcome
debut
to Mobile
another
Legends.
pick. This time, the Paquito in the jungle. Welcome to this second game in this best of 3. Leo and Naisu bringing you the action. Joseph, no one
Daniel.
saw this coming.
The
That's
1-2.
That's a 1-2.
That's the 1-2.
When was the last time we saw a
Oh,
Paquito?
man.
I remember it was hot in like 2022, 2023. Like when a Link would land, you
Yeah.
would get beaten down by a Paquito.
Yeah, and I feel like it was like then it became like a niche pick almost for certain junglers. Demon Kite was one of them.
Yeah.
So, like me being a Demon Kite fan, like I'm not too surprised that he actually brought this to the table.
You know
but,
he can.
Yeah, but because just the fact that we don't see it too often, and like the panel said, the main point of that is the lineup that they're against. I mean, we can't deny the index that we saw, the numbers and everything else, but that's part of the equation here is like, how is this going to play out for Demon Kite, especially the fact that you have so much also survivability in essence from TNC's lineup.
And he's got to get in there. So what's the goal for him? To knock out Hatred? To punch Kozin into the ground? Edward getting a little bit of flack here from SD and Heads. Look at this, the answer. Oh,
There's some fire back. Oh,
Renegade!
has a little bit of shield to help out. Edward goes in. SD's going to be fine too, though. Gets out with the hand swords.
He almost hurt my
Oh.
boy. Anyways, for those of y'all who want to try to do this, Demon Kite is rocking Assassin Emblem,
Yeah.
Thrill, Season Hunter, and the Burst, the
Lethal
Lethal
Ignition.
Ignition.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see. Again, that's the mindset. If I were to step into his head, his brain as a potential Bane player, and then suddenly he just switches over to the Paquito, I'm like, that's what he wants to do. He just wants to kill Kozin, wants to kill Hatred. But how does he get there? That's the question. How does he get there?
And I think maybe that's part of the equation too here is the fact that like once you know, and depending on how the timing works, like Demon Kite can actually put enough pressure on Kozin so that, you know, you interrupt even the full barrage here. Fight for the turtle though. TNC controlling it. SD will go ahead and cap that out. The fight's still going to break out though. Eternal Guard already dropped down as well. Primal Wrath popped out. It looks like RORA is just going to go ahead and retreat from the fight. They couldn't get the objective, so no one goes down at all.
The Phoenix Army asserts dominance. Again, they have the numbers advantage. Big body block in that Eternal Guard. And still, the highlight of this story is that Paquito on Demon Kite. You see in that moment, right? You saw in that little pit, bro. They couldn't come in.
They couldn't.
Because if they committed, if Demon Kite punched in, used his combo, he would have to commit into it. If no one gets knocked out, he's basically dead. Because even Renegade can't save him. Renegade at this point isn't as chunky yet. It doesn't provide as much shields.
Maybe when Renegade gets the Flask of the Oasis, like it might change that dynamic a little bit, but also it weighs on the fact that you have to let Edward probably be the one to set things up, or depending on what UA takes too, right? Like UA most likely is going to be taking the Eternal Guard for himself, and maybe that's part of that front line, you know, plan for RORA here. But don't forget, we do have codes for you guys.
Here we go. Miss Legends, type it in. That is the title of it. Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Renegade, go back to it. You guys type Miss Legends in.
Drew first blood on the... Anyways, that's a new mini-series debuting on TikTok, starring,
Some famous people here, right?
yeah, whoa, wait, Domeng!
Domeng right now on the
4v1.
turret.
Joseph,
Oh,
this is a 4v1.
This is a tough situation to be in here. Domeng trying his best. Will pop off some damage, but gets zoned out, zoned in. UA joins the fight. Who's he going to drop the Eternal Guard on? Drops it down right on the mark, but the rest of the team a little bit too late. You can see Demon Kite deep into enemy territory.
Steal? Go for a steal here.
What's he going to go
just
for
a
here?
flank.
Level 7 holding on, full stacks here. Goes in, gets the flicker out from Escalera. They get knocked up with the enhanced chains. Now SD on the run. Atrid as well goes in and finds Renegade again.
That's a second kill on the Hitman. Suddenly he becomes the mark. TNC now up by 1,000 gold, and another turtle spawns in the same spot they scored it from earlier here in this game. And still yet nothing from Demon Kite's Paquito.
Yeah.
Am I impatient? On behalf of everyone watching, am I impatient, or is there a master plan to this?
You know, that's a good question right now, though. Look at what he's got to deal with. Full barrage already dropped down, tries to go on Hatred, will get taken out, though. So Renegade was trying to save him, but unfortunately, maybe you got to be a little more patient.
And now, Heads and Escalada just pushing them back. So far, it's all been TNC calling the shots 5 minutes in. 2 turtles scored and about 2,000 gold ahead. And now they're going to convert straight into that tier 1 up top. Joseph, it's frustrating. In that moment, you saw how Demon Kite put himself in that position. It's not like he just got caught out of the middle.
He's like, I want to be here.
He chose to be in there, and he tried to go toe-to-toe against Kozin in Hatred.
Yeah.
And you know what that looked like? It looked like a 6'7" guy just holding his head up to a little dude. Just right? He couldn't get in. There just wasn't any range.
And that's so, I don't know if that's what we're going to keep on seeing, because that's why I was saying, you know, part of this whole Paquito thing for me in the jungle is contingent on a lot of the lineup from RORA. You know, they have to make things work. And that's why now you see even just the protection on the buffs, like they have to get that locked in.
And that means Aurora are going uphill. It's literally them going uphill, trying to build a bulk on a cut.
Yeah.
they're down on their macros, but why am I not seeing any gains? So right now, it's a miracle to me, honestly, that they're not down any bigger than 1,500. So that means they're finding farm elsewhere. Well, where is it? Domeng's in trouble!
Rest of the team trying to get there, but even Renegade being there won't be quick enough. Domeng just deleted very quickly. Again, the lead now is building quickly for TNC.
This is, Aurora have put themselves in a position where they're less than reactive. They are the hunted right now. They are prey to TNC, and TNC are going hunting. And it doesn't even need to be TNC going around like, you know, a pack of wolves. Perfect as that sounds.
A phoenix.
They're just going. They're going to 3-man, 2-man coalitions, and that's enough to isolate the rest of Aurora. Oh no! Again!
Man, Renegade, like, he is not having a game. This one, game 2, he can't even play.
This is gonna ruin his season stats. That's all turtles. That's all turtles going over to TNC.
All turtles. Everything else too, pretty much going to TNC right now. RORA doesn't have anything but 1 turret to work with. Demon Kite, you can see this, Heads being tanky enough to force him back on this Phobius. So still RORA kind of looking for any type of, or any glimpse of positivity in this game so far.
You know what? Our friend from MPL Deadeye did say, TNC, don't experiment anymore. You can't afford it.
Yeah.
He didn't say that for Aurora.
He didn't say that for
Apparently Aurora here are trying something. A jungle Paquito. That seems to be what they were going for, and I can't still paint a picture in my head. I can't see it, what it wants to do. Currently, Demon Kite's rocking a Hunter Strike and a Blade of the Heptaseas. And oddly enough, how is he close to SD? Renegade's gonna. No, he's gonna survive.
He's okay that time.
He's fine. How is Demon Kite at the same farm as SD?
I mean, he has spent a lot of time just
cutting
farming,
through,
cutting
through the jungle. I guess all of those small camps went to him.
Yeah. Like, he's doing that, and so, you know, going back to the whole do I need just to be patient thing if you're sitting here rooting for Aurora, maybe that's the case. Maybe this lineup will really shine once they get to more so the late game than anything, because even, again, the roamer Renegade has had a hell of a start. Like, he hasn't been able to do much at all. He just picked up, I believe, the Flask of the Oasis just about a minute ago, so he's got that. Now trying to defend this mid lane. Look at the damage burst already on UA. Gets taken out. The full barrage dropped down already. Will clear out his Eternal Guard. And still eyes set on the mid turret, but down a member. Are they going to go for the Lord? Mid lane is still going for it. Going to knock them up. Demon Kite can't even withstand it either. And Domeng tries to run away, but it's just too much as it's a triple for Kozin and TNC. Full force right now in the mid lane.
TNC are in full control. Not a single kill conceded over by TNC. A single turret scored, yes, but nothing much past that. TNC up by 6,000 gold as they take the Lord. Here's an instant replay brought to us by Infinix. Look at this, the perfect position. Look at this. Look at it. Ooh. That was with love from hatred. J-Lord just channeling everything that happened in game 1 like into that one EG.
And I guess that's been the story every single time, and that's why you mentioned this back in the game when the game started. Like, you see them try to set something up like that, and then even Demon Kite, like, they just get stopped in their tracks where they can't even move. Like, they can't actually control their characters, and then they just get zoned in. Like, whether that's a full barrage or not, what do you do against that? Look at this. Conceal again. Escalera going for the pull, going to fight it under the turret. Takes a run of the damage himself, and now full barrage drop down once again. RORA on the defense, still has to work through the Lord, holding on to the mid turret. They drop down their own Eternal Guard, and now facing for Heads. They'll force them back. One wheel, not enough though, as Heads gets away with his life.
Oh, look at this, the man-to-man. SD and Demon Kite. I don't think this is a fight SD wants to take, man. Again, oh, there's the main difference. Joseph, there's the main difference.
What is it?
2 levels.
2 levels.
Say what you will about the farm.
Look at the gold difference.
All right, now, all right. Something tells me that was a little bit of a little oopsie earlier. Or just suddenly, because of the Lord take and because of that push, the true net worth reveals itself. 7,500
yeah.
and about 2,000 between SD and DK. That's believable. Now that makes sense. All across the board, TNC are just far ahead.
And I'm trying to think here, TNC with this kind of lead, with this massive lead, there's no way. Oh, hold on. They're going to Escalera. Renegade just picked off really quickly again, time and time. And TNC now looking to maybe do a little bit more damage, maybe even initiate again.
Escalera don't have enough time for your explanations.
He doesn't have enough. I was going to say, what, you know, with this kind of lead, at this point, with this lineup, this is unlosable. Knock up, full barrage right there. Again, UA goes down and now fighting on the mid turret.
What?
They'll find another plus the turret. Demon Kite and Domang trying to hold it off together, but Demon Kite's already out of the picture. Domang as well, and Renegade is back. Another triple for Kozin, looking to cap out one more. Crystal's gonna be worked out. He gets the Maniac, and we go to a game 3.
The fire still burns. Despite their fate being sealed, TNC plays with heart and takes us to game 3.
There we go. 2-3 game series going 3 games. You know what?
We're just catching up.
We're catching up. We're making up time for what happened in the previous weeks.